sick.
It's like the 3, 2, 1, go, like the beginning of iCarly.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Another one is Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide.
Looking out, I'll survive, no doubt.
Working out, living
It's by Madison.
and then that guy starts like rapping.
It's like rapping, yeah.
It's like, I don't know what.
Oh, whoa,
Show.
Oh, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, what would be like a plot for that show would be like
The
I have no friends. None of the kids want to hang out with me. So now I'm gonna join the Korean exchange program and be friends with a bunch of Asian kids to make friends. I have Korean board game night on Saturday.
Is this like how to survive in school?
Yeah.
Okay, so he gives like tips, right?
Yeah.
I can't even speak Korean and they can't
Yeah.
speak English.
Yeah, it's like they call me the
can't
Asian
talk to
Whisperer
them.
at school. There's also
Call you the Asian Whisperer.
Sometimes you have to eat weird food, but
yeah, we only ever go to Asian restaurants, and I'm okay with that.
I don't even
It's
like
like-
boba tea.
It's 100 degrees outside, and we're eating hot soup. It's yeah, that is a thing though. Well, firstly, whenever I'm like walking down the street and I see like an Asian group and there's like a white dude like snuck in there, I'm like, I know what you fucking did. You have no friends and you went on meetup.com and the only fucking thing you could find was like some Korean board game night or some shit.
That's probably like bang on as well.
Yeah, just a weeb trying to learn Japanese to.
I was telling Connor this once, like this, imagine if you were like really into like a guy who's like heaps into Japanese and he's like a weeb. And he's like, yeah, I'm like really into Japanese culture and like anime and I'm learning the language and shit. And his girlfriend, and he's like, and I have an Asian girlfriend, like, you know, we really enjoy that together. And it's like, oh, she's Japanese, and he's like, oh, I mean, you know, she's like, so okay, the joke is that he has like a girlfriend from an Asian country that's not Japan, and he's just like, yeah, close enough.
Yeah.
Like you ask, oh, is she Japanese? And it's like, no, well, she's from the Philippines.
Or he
but,
just
like,
won't answer the
You
question.
know, there's a lot of cultural similarities. Like, okay,
I think it's funnier if he's like not aware that, you know, that it's not the fucking
it's
same
not the
thing.
same at all.
Oh yeah, she's from like Pakistan.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like he's like, oh yeah, so like me and my girlfriend, we just love watching anime together. Like, you know, we're just really into Japanese culture. And he's like, oh, so your girlfriend's Japanese? And he's like, no, she's from Vietnam, but like, you know, she really gets it because like being from Vietnam, like she really understands like Japanese culture and like the anime and stuff.
she can like hear the Japanese people in Japan from where she lives in Vietnam.
It's like
Gets it.
it's really close. It's the same thing.
Like culturally, did you know like they're like pretty much the same?
And she's like obsessed with sushi. I think she probably just
Yeah.
likes sushi.
Did I mention that she is my pillow in my bedroom that I ejaculate into? Yeah, yes. I don't know.
Yes, you've mentioned that many times. You-
It's the only thing that
Please.
Yeah, Meetup is a funny one. Something as well as those. This is another thing that's funny is those friend apps where they're like a dating app, but
but for friends.
for
Yeah.
friends. Yeah. Where it's like you match with dudes and you're just like, yeah, I just matched with the coolest guy.
you go on a match with straight guys and then message
Yeah.
them like, so why'd you swipe winky
Yeah.
face?
It's like, is that all you're? Yeah. Well, I've downloaded one of those apps before, like to try it out, and it's like all gay men. It's just all gay.
Oh,
guys hitting-
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've not
Which is
done
really
this
funny. You're like, oh yeah, I went to my therapist and like, I was like, I have no friends, and he's like, why don't you just download one of these apps? Like, I'm a 47-year-old man who's married, and like, you know, I know all about these apps, obviously. So why don't you use one of those? And you're like, yeah. And you're like, okay, so now I have no friends, and now I'm just getting like sexually harassed by gay men.
Is that what you wanted when you said validation from others?
Yeah.
Is this what you meant?
It's been really good for my
Yeah,
self-esteem.
Yeah.
like boost.
I've never received so many compliments in my life.
It's also like when you match with these, they put in their bio a lot of, like, I have a girlfriend. Like, they try and make it clear that they're
Yeah,
straight.
they
but
don't
it's
take
still,
that.
it's like the
I'm
fact
married
you
with
just-
kids.
You're
Oh,
still
fuck.
talking to a guy on a dating app.
Yeah,
like,
you match.
frame
with
it
the
how
dude.
you want. You're gay.
You're swiping on men.
Yeah, yeah, you are. It's like the same way with like window shopping with women. Basically, it's the same thing, but with dudes. Like, I wonder what it'll look like if we were walking down the street together, getting a beer together. It's just
Yeah.
gay.
That's so gay.
Gay.
Especially if it's like a large group. Like, the more, the gayer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's more sex.
Gay.
More men.
Well,
Yeah.
it's more man.
More penis.
Have you ever seen those videos where it's like things that would get you called gay in school? I think I was talking about this already before.
I don't
It's
think
like-
so.
It's like, well, what is it? Your left ear makes you gay? If it's
Oh.
pierced.
Oh, if you pierce it, yeah.
One though that I always thought was really funny was if you have your bike pegs that your friend can stand, like, you know, like how bikes when we were kids you'd have like bike pegs and you could put them in like the back of your bike and your friend would like stand on the back of the bike and you'd like
Yeah.
ride home.
Yeah.
One of them was like if you had your pegs on the front of your bike, gay, because it's like, can you actually imagine like you're riding your friend home on the front of the bike like it's fucking Titanic, King of the World shit? Like when you think about it, it's actually pretty fucking gay.
Yeah, it's just like you had the option to not like get a front view of your home.
Just why would you put it on the front?
Yeah, just put it on the back.
Like-
But why share a bike? Like, you're gonna like use a tandem bike? Like, that's
well, that was a
not
thing. Like you'd buy pegs and you'd
was
put them
pretty
like, in your
useful.
back wheels. Yeah, and you could like get around with your friend on the back, and then you have him on the front.
I never
like,
did that.
ET looking ass. Like,
Yes. Riding to the town center to go get a.
yeah, go to fucking.
Wait,
bike.
where do the fucking arms go though? Like, they have to hold onto your back or some shit?
You hold onto their waist and
You wrap your arms
Yeah,
around
yeah.
their waist.
and you jerk them off while you.
Yeah, you jerk them
That's
off
actually
in
how
the
you
back.
steer, is with their penis.
It's a really important part.
Yeah, the reach around is a really big part of the, you know, how you do it.
Or is if the pegs are on the back, they jerk
Yeah.
you off,
And then you
which
take
is-
the pegs out and you shove
Put
them
them
up each
up,
other's
yeah.
assholes. That's why they're called pegs.
You remove the bike seat and you replace it with the pegs going vertical.
I tell you what, yeah, if you just had no seat and yeah, you just that thing just fits up there snugly. I don't know. Oh yeah, we were talking before about how it's like No Nut November. I had these like gay Linkin Park rap songs. I thought they were pretty funny. I kind of wanted to show them off a bit, you know, on the pod.
play
Yeah.
it. Go on.
Share them
Yeah.
to the world.
Yeah. It's so the idea is like Linkin Park, but about jerking off.
Are you right?
It's pretty
Yeah.
much Linkin Park anyway.
Yeah. I mean, let's do it. I'll just get this shit up. So this one's In the End.
Yeah, what's the alternative title?
Your Bellend. No, I don't know.
In the bell end.
That was pretty good.
One thing, my dick don't work. Cranking so much that it's starting to hurt. Keep it in mind, I've been edging all day, blew my load anyway, just to break my streak. No fap is a valuable thing. Get superpowers by not touching my dick. Watch me relapse on my Facebook feed. Went from high school friends to Brazilian fart porn. Didn't look down below as I shoved my left thumb right up my asshole. No self-control, never would have known I wasted my youth just watching porn. I couldn't quit if I tried. Missed the birth of my child cause I was home jerking off. You would never see cause I delete search history every time I came so hard.
What did you say, Ben?
I said you got to get these professionally produced.
Well, so how that was produced was I was at my job where I work in the IT industry, and it was 5 p.m. and I was like, hello, I was like, goodbye everyone, yeah, like catch you later. And I walked into my car in the car park underground, and I got in my car and I just recorded this song in the car park at night, and it was really an 8 Mile moment for me. And
Did you write it when you were at your desk?
I wrote it at my desk during the day. That's what they pay me to do.
That's what they pay the big bucks.
Yeah.
It was just, no, you just freeballed it when you were in the car, just right off the top of your dome.
Yeah. So anyway, I don't know. I just wanted to show that. I don't know what the fuck.
It's pretty good. Did you write that for No Nut November?
Yeah, that took me the whole fucking day to do, by the way. And now
That's
like
not
I'm just showing.
surprising at all.
Yeah, and it's like literally just like let's see your Linkin Park jerking off song. Okay.
I came so hard.
Yeah, another thing as well is I'm like out of breath because obviously I'm not a rapper, so it's difficult to rap. It's hard to rap.
Well, you're a rapper now.
Yeah, that was.
Very niche rapper.
Tell what's funny. I know this guy I work with at the moment who speaks Spanish. He's Australian, but he's like lived in Spain and shit. And we'll talk about Spanish words, and one of them was library, which is like bibliothèque. And I was thinking that would make like a really funny like conscious rapper name.
That's a real. When I say that's a great name, I mean it's like
A great name
a
for
bad
conscious
name.
rappers.
Yeah, for like conscious rap.
Yeah, like people who say pen in my pad like 1,000 times in their
Yeah.
songs. me
Super
and my pen in my
fast
pad. I got give me my pen in my pad. That's there's this guy who comes up on my TikTok all the time named Dax.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, is
Dax
he the one
Flame?
that
No, mate, I don't know. He's the guy who's like sounds like
Flame?
epic rap battles of history.
Heart attack, you're insane. You're in pain. I can tell by what you're saying, but my bad. I'm sorry. I forgot you were fragile.
Where he's like, I can tell that you were in pain, and he's like,
Ah.
yeah, my bad.
he's like the widest rapper, but he's
Yeah,
black.
but he's black.
Yeah.
He's also another thing as well. I mean, the reason why he's got that type of rap music where you guarantee, I know like a lot of the comments are going to be like, I don't listen to rap, but I like this song, you know?
Yeah.
And I think it's because like, I was saying this to you, Connor, like this kind of conscious rapper where it's like rapping about like why cyberbullying is bad and stuff. It's because like when you're from the suburbs, those things you can like relate. They're like tangible, concrete things. You're like, okay, that makes sense to me. I can relate. Like I can connect to that, as opposed to like rapping about like the problems of like low socioeconomic areas and like being exposed to like crime and stuff.
Do you reckon Dax is from the suburbs and that's why he's
I don't know.
rapping?
I have no idea. But
He's trying
the
to
people
appeal
who
to his
the people,
audience.
well, I don't know if he's even trying. But the people who listen to him, because he makes songs about like why cyberbullying is bad, where he's
Yeah.
dressed up as the Joker, and
Oh.
and you know damn well that like I don't know about him, but the people who listen to that like have to. They're like, you know, suburban white guys who think
Teenagers.
that like
Yeah.
the faster he raps, the better it is. You know.
Give me the beat and the mic. Give me the freedom to write. Give me the vision to see my demons and meet them at night. Give me the pen and the bag.
Give me my pen and my pad. Like, oh my god. And you know, like, give me my pen and my pad in 2023 when he wrote that shit while he was taking a shit on his phone notes.
Notes app, yeah.
Yeah. Tell you who was, I was thinking about today, which is a song that I think about a lot, is the song We Are the World by, well, I guess like Michael Jackson and Lionel Richie like
Yeah.
wrote it. And just the talent in that video, like how well they can all sing and shit. And I always just think like, fuck, if I could sing, I would just end racism like, so hard, you know. Also, I love as well as in Bruce Springsteen in that video is very handsome, but then also he's like got the raspiest voice. I mean, he always does, right?
I can't remember what he sounds like in that song.
I'll get it up. We are the world. It's
We are the world. We are the children.
he's just like blowing his load and they're like,
Really is.
we are the world. It's the I've always said this, that he sounds like an old-fashioned fire alarm. You know, like if you're in a fucking like warship in the Second World War and it's like sinking and there's like an alarm going off and it's like, you know, it's hard to do a.
I cannot even think of the sound that you're trying to make right now.
I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Let me
That's
let
what
me
you hear in your last few seconds before
Yeah,
you go
before you-
freeze and, like,
POV. Bruce Springsteen kills you in the middle of the night in your sleep. Old-fashioned fire alarm. Is this a thing? Am I like? Did I dream this or something? Old school fire alarms is a YouTube channel.
wow. Like 3K as well.
Is this it? No, because that's like a bell. It's like
Siren.
like when you what's the thing in Sly Raccoon? If you've played that game, in Sly Raccoon 1.
I've only played the third one.
Yeah, I want to get the alarm sound.
Some Sly Cooper sound effects.
Is it just him? No. Okay, here we go.
Wow.
Is this useful to anyone?
There we go. That's it.
Oh,
That's it.
Auga.
yeah. That's the. Why couldn't I think of that? And that's
That's
Yeah.
what Bruce Springsteen.
such a stretch. Yeah, but anyway, fuck it.
Pretty sure that was just like an old like car horn.
Yeah, I think it was a car horn. I don't know.
So is that what you were talking about with Maneskin as well?
I'm begging you.
Oh yeah, because they do the same like I'm begging. But it's yeah, God, yeah. Maneskin fucking suck. I like can't stand.
My sister, I think, it's like her favorite band, and
No,
she's seen them
really?
live.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
would make sense to me.
That's her
That's-
favorite
Yeah.
band.
is like she's literally TikTok
Probably like bleep
personified.
bleep your sister's name or some shit.
Yeah.
It's just your
My
sister's
sister
name
is-
is the N word, by the way. If
You bleep it with
Yeah, it's
the
gonna
sound of
sound
someone
like
saying
you
the
dropped
N word.
the
I wanna paint your face like your Mona Lisa.
yeah, they suck. It's not because their music is bad. It's just because I don't like how they try to say that they're like alternative and shit, and they're like pushing all these boundaries and like bouncing their flaps on stage and jerking off and like coming all over the stage and shit. And it's like, okay, firstly, like you guys make music for entertainment television like Eurovision and like X Factor or whatever, and if they're like celebrating you and playing your shit, like you're not going to be that alternative or like pushing that many boundaries. And I just hate it when bands are just kind of delusional about like who they are. Like you are the Italian Imagine Dragons. Just fucking like I would rather listen to Imagine Dragons because at least they know who they are. They're fucking Mormons. You know what I mean? Like it all makes sense. There's no like delusion there. And secondly as well, like it's not gay enough. Like that I hate it when these bands do this shit where it's
Go
like
on.
like they're like
Okay.
Just ended there.
yeah, I'm not elaborating on that. It's just you either get it or you don't. No, but it is true where it's like they're trying to like freak me out, but like come on, like at least just like show me full frontal male nudity, and he won't even do it.
Yeah, like compare them to like remember when like Rammstein in like a live performance, like he had like that. I think it was just a prop
Yeah.
dick, but it was still just a dick coming out of his pants, just flopping around.
And that was 20 years ago, and it's like if it was not,
Yeah.
if it was taboo, if it wasn't taboo 20 years ago, really, to be honest,
Yeah,
then it's
exactly.
not taboo in fucking 2023 when everyone's gay. I don't know a single straight guy.
Is like,
Yeah,
it's an alternative.
be like, ooh, like
I have a great sex toys collection.
Me too.
Yeah, me too. Not that much, but yeah, I have.
You have to learn from us.
Yeah, I know.
I have the best collection of sex toys. You know, he's like, I shove this one up in my ass. And then the girl is like, oh, like, me too, you know? And it's like, oh, yeah. You guys are just, like, okay, the image of a bunch of greasy Italians jerking off in a room is not, like, this heaps provocative, sexy thing, you know?
Yeah.
You know, I just think I'm ranting a bit, but it's just how I feel, you know? It's like, I'm watching a guy jerk off I'm watching a greasy Italian greaseball being like, "Hey, I'm jerking off over here," you know, on stage. And he's like, "Hey, I'm trying to jerk off on stage," and it's like that's not sexy or provocative. And the reason why it appeals to people is because when you're a teenager, like most of their fans, and your parents are trying to stop you from like jerking off and becoming a sexualized adult and everything, it seems taboo breaking. But like when you're like us three where you're almost 30 and shit, like it's just boring.
Maneskin looks exactly like, you know, fucking Spider from School of Rock. Like if you just look up that guy from School of Rock, it is just Maneskin.
That's true.
That's the style they're going for.
Oh yeah. Like the whole band is just them.
Yeah. This guy did it first.
Also, that shirt is really something.
Yeah. It really is. Where do you
Just
get
don't
that?
wear it.
Does he actually rizz her up? I can't remember.
Yeah, he does. Well, I think this is actually the only interaction they have, but you just assume based on it that yes, it
That
worked.
they bumped uglies. Also, he looks like a Guitar Hero character.
Oh shit!
yeah, I
you
see
did. Yeah, and I recently saw like that same actor is now like a district attorney. Like he's doing.
Oh, I knew that. Yeah, I have seen
Wait,
this whole
what?
guy. Yeah, I heard about that. He's like a
Yes.
yeah.
He's a district attorney.
Yeah.
I thought. Can we continue with this idea that Maneskin saw School of Rock and thought that's like
and was
this is
inspired.
what rock music sounds like in America, and then they just like literally stole their whole get up from a Jack Black movie from like 20 years ago, and they think it's like
2002.
yeah, they're like we're like countercultural.
It's crazy that they won Eurovision. The competition mustn't have been.
I mean, it's not, bro. Have you ever seen Eurovision? Have you ever fucking?
Never in my life have I ever sat down to watch Eurovision.
This is Eurovision.
My name is Virga Serdyushka. Me is Let's take that.
Okay, literally, one time back in like 2009 or something, 2007. Because here people watch Eurovision because it's so whack that it's like funny to watch it where you turn it on and you're like, this is the most whack shit I've ever seen. And I literally remember being with my mom in 2007 and she was like, oh, did you hear Eurovision started? I'm like, what the fuck's that? And she's like, let me give you a little sample. And it was this performance.
77 Alulu, 7712, 77 Alulu, 123.
Oh, I've seen this. Yeah.
So this one.
No, I don't know. It was just like grand final. I don't know.
Grand final. This is at the grand final. And look at the audience. They're
getting lit.
This is so European. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this guy dancing next to her is like the most fucking Euro trash looking person ever. Like this blonde dude. Like that is like peak Euro trash. Like even the glasses and shit. Like you could imagine as soon as he's done with this,
The glasses.
he like
holy
takes
shit.
off that outfit and keeping the glasses on, he puts on like a Hawaiian shirt with like a wife beater underneath it, and like you can see heroin injection scars like on his wrists and shit. Which actually kind of makes me like him. Yeah, I actually think he's cool. And
Yeah, I love this guy.
yeah, also I think another one that like won that year. Yeah, I remember this one winning as well. And this song,
Oh, yeah, this one.
I don't know why they do it, but a lot of Europeans, it's almost like an Australian accent, almost. I don't know what it is. It's like the Dance Monkey song where it's like, I think I don't even know what it is, but it's like this fake ass accent they do.
Let's see.
I bought new underwear, they blue, and I wore them just the other day.
It's like,
Oh wow, die.
it's like that's how my
what?
dad would say that. Die, you fucking dog cunt. You know, it's just yeah.
That's wild. What is she doing? Be German.
The other day, I can't do a German accent at all. What would it be like?
The other day.
Nine. I don't know. I just go straight to Hitler.
Yeah.
It escalates so quick. This girl has also the same aesthetic as Miranda Cosgrove.
Also, probably the
It's
most
just that
attractive
time.
German girl I've seen.
Yeah, that's true as well. So my opinion is that Germany is the land of like the perfect fives, where like everyone is a five. There's no one's like super ugly,
Yeah.
but no one's good looking. It's like everyone is a five.
That's yeah.
It's pretty
Now
accurate.
that I think about it.
Yeah. I've never seen a German
Yeah.
girl where it's like, oh fuck, but then also never thought like, oh she is fucking ugly. It's always just so mid.
Yeah, it's so painfully mid. Oh, we have the iCarly theme song in the recommended tab.
Yeah, I know. Leave it all to me. I saw.
I know, you see, somehow the world will change for me.
This is yeah. Oh, we're bringing
Holy
it full
shit,
circle
yes,
at the
dude.
beginning of a.
Featuring Drake Bell. Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Didn't
Committed.
he cop a
sex
sexual
offender.
yeah, nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you remember, as soon as we started recording, we mentioned iCarly, and now we're back full circle.
Full circle. Yeah, well, it is really the pinnacle of the internet and YouTube poops, and
It's funny when you listen to theme songs and it's like 2 minutes 46, and obviously it's only like 30 seconds in the show, and they just like deviate from the part in the show into like the rest of the song, and you're like, this is fucking bad.
yeah, yeah.
I never thought that it'd be so simple, but I found a way.
So this song, Found a Way,
Oh,
is
this one is
about
so good.
Found a
how he
way.
found a way to
Fucking gay.
into yeah. I'm fucking gay. Yeah. It's about how he found a way into an underage girl's DMs. All right, that is what this is. Yeah. Now we're just literally clicking through the videos on the recommended tab. We got Pink as well coming out on the site always every time.
Oh,
let's go.
man, no,
Hell
please.
yeah. Yeah, we had this conversation like a whole bunch of times where we can't tell if Pink is hot or not.
Yeah, I would say not.
Sometimes no, I think she is, but then you see like mannerisms, body language, the way she acts, so it's like, yeah, pick me.
Well, I've said this before, but I think she's the type of girl who like comes out of the bathroom and then just tells you that she took like the biggest shit.
A massive
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
like the vibe you get. Like,
100%. She's a dude. She's one of the dudes. Savage Garden, put on that shit. Hell yeah.
These guys are from Brisbane, right?
I know they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one thing that Brisbane ever produced.
Anytime I need to see a face, I just close my eyes and I am taken to a place where your crystal mind and magenta feeling take a shelter in the base of my spine, straight like a chicken cherry cola. That's
Chicken cherry cola.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. I'm a fag and I'm a gay and I like the men and the cherry cola.
This guy also has a bit like he's got eyes.
Yeah. Do you want to
Shouldn't
explain
have
who
said
that
that,
is? Do
but-
you want to explain who that is
Yeah,
for
go.
the listeners?
Just bleep it.
What's he doing? He's like getting dental surgery or some shit, or like eye test. Yeah. He's like,
Did you cry when Matthew Perry died?
Yeah.
Is that like a
Like a
shot to
baby.
the heart?
Yeah.
Friends will
is my
never be.
favorite
I saw that
show.
comment. I literally saw the
Friends
comment.
will never be the
same. Like, you know, it ended like fucking so long ago.
Who are they going to get to replace Matthew Perry?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is going to play Chandler?
Friends will
Oh my
never
God,
be the
it's
same.
the,
Yeah, it's like He was such like an icon, and it's like not like one, from one thing.
Didn't I hear that Matthew Perry was kind of an asshole? Or did I
Yeah,
hear
he's
that
like
wrong?
he was a fucking drug addict, alcoholic who no one wanted to work with.
Yeah.
Was he actually?
But, so
The
sad.
interviews make him look kind of nice. I guess it's just because he's fucking dead. When you're dead, you're a hero.
I don't think I've ever seen anything with him in it other than like the couple Friends episodes that I've seen. Yeah, because I just find
Friends get
Friends
hated on so
it's
much.
god awful. I fucking hate Friends. Like
I don't like
I
it.
really think no one likes it, and people just pretend to laugh at it because they feel like they're not really in the know, and they think that Friends is this like really important like
Yeah.
comedy that you have to laugh at, and like they're like normies who confuse Friends as this kind of like show for people who are culturally aware and intelligent on those issues, like a big show from the 90s that was really impactful and influential, and so therefore like they have good taste if they like Friends, like just because it's an old show that's before their time and just how influential it was.
I went through a
Yeah,
Friends
it's like
phase.
Big
I
Bang
went through like a
Theory.
sitcom, Big Bang Theory.
Well, that's different because
Yeah, fuck.
that's just for straight up idiots. Big Bang Theory, like people who are just fucking mouth breathing retards.
It's
right?
like
But-
7 seasons of a guy, a Jewish guy, chasing a girl called Penny. Go figure.
Friends though,
really
it's
subtle.
like I remember once I went to like a house party or something, and everyone was there, and it was like when the night starts like calming down,
Die
and people
down.
were like, "Oh, let's watch something," and this bitch was like, "Let's watch Friends," and everyone was like, "Oh,
fuck, it's
okay."
gay.
And she goes and she puts Friends on, and I literally like saw her pretending to laugh at it when like, just because she's in a room full of people, no one else is really paying attention. It's like literally just her kind of watching it, and she's like, like, and I'm like,
She's like looking around.
you
to
don't
look-
have to like Friends. Like, you don't have to like it. Like, it's not good. Like, no one would ever.
No one's watching you.
No one. And then you like, I told her that. Like, you don't have to fucking like it. Like, I know that it's like this big show from the 90s, but you don't have to like a big, like a famous sitcom from the 90s. That, you're still a fine, intelligent person. It's not like smart cinema that you're an idiot if you don't like. And she was like, oh my God, I'm free. I don't have to like Friends. I'm free. And then she just like ran out of the room, and I never saw her again. And it was just it's crazy. Literally fake
It's not
laughing.
fun. Even when I liked it, even when I liked Friends, I never you never actually laugh. I just admitted that.
I did
like Friends. So
exactly.
what? You think I'm insecure about that? I'm
Well,
not.
you admitted that
No.
you never actually laugh at it, and I understand if it's like a comfort
Yeah.
show where you like put it on in the background or you just like having it on. That's fine, but don't say it's like a great show that I have to watch.
It's just an easy, like you can browse your phone and like have it on. It's like, well, it's just like any like sitcom, like any formulative, like Seinfeld, Friends, where you just know it's like a bunch of people hanging out in like a coffee shop or a bar. How I Met Your Mother's the same. They're not good. None of them are good, but it's easy to have in the background.
What's the deal with airline food? Yeah.
I'm free. She like just like dematerializes.
Yeah. It was really like
My
I really
spirit.
wanted to tell her like, why are you fake laughing, or ask her rather. I'm like, it's like, oh, do you
Why
guys
you
want to watch?
pretend?
Let's watch Seinfeld, and then she turns out, and I have an unpopular opinion where I just like don't give a fuck about Seinfeld. Like I was watching an episode, and it was like the one when George Costanza is like doesn't want to, and he's just like Larry David, because I really like Curb Your Enthusiasm, and I can
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
see how a lot of the kind of writing is the same, where it's like just Larry David's kind of style.
Dry.
And
yeah.
or no, it's like him just being a Jewish guy who complains about stuff, right? He's like, why do I have to
Yeah.
bring anything? Like, I don't want to bring anything to a like, like I'm already showing up. Like, why do I have to? And it's just them bickering about it. And I'm like, none of this is funny.
So you're telling me instead of them being happy to see me, they're going to be upset because I didn't bring anything?
Isn't like the worst thing about Seinfeld is Seinfeld? I think that was your opinion.
What was my opinion?
The worst part about Seinfeld
Oh yeah, is Jerry
Seinfeld.
Seinfeld, where he's
Yeah.
like, I'm Jerry Seinfeld. And I'm
His voice is constantly
he's like-
breaking.
I was just I don't know.
What's the deal?
What's the deal
with straight sex?
Have you ever sucked
Gross.
a cock and it's doesn't sound anything like him.
Nah, just go.
And it's
Follow it through.
yeah.
You got this.
I really like to massage the balls while I'm sucking the cock. And you know, at the end I just swallow that big salty load. Do I even sound like anybody, like, at all? Am I like, who am I trying to do? Like,
it's almost the same as like Kermit.
yeah, because that's the one guy like I can do it. So, like Kermit the Frog here, you know, like stop laughing. It's not
Jordan
funny.
Peterson.
Yeah, like it's
And B movie is my favorite movie.
Fuck, we
never
were talking
seen
about
it.
this B movie.
yeah, I've never seen it.
Yeah,
I mean,
nah.
I
think of
I haven't even seen an actual episode of Seinfeld start to finish. Because I can't even fucking watch
really.
it.
No, neither.
Wow.
I can't watch
Oh, wow,
it.
neither
I mean,
of you
it's
guys.
not that I can't watch it because it's really bad, or it doesn't like. It's not insufferable. It's just I won't laugh at it, and it's literally like
Yeah.
yeah.
It doesn't grab
Yeah,
my
yeah.
attention for a second. Yeah.
It's nice when you you just have it up and you're doing something else on your other screen. And,
Yeah.
you don't have to follow it. But that's not you're not gonna recommend it to someone.
This is like well, I mean, it's Seinfeld, right? Like, it's the biggest show ever. Like, people love it. But I think it's a generational thing where I think it's like
Yeah.
really
Nostalgia.
Gen Z people just don't get sitcom humor, and we're all born in the exact same year. But like, I think we're on that cusp of millennial and Zoomer. We're technically Zoomer, but we're old enough to be like have millennial overlap. And I think with some of us, like of us three, some of us are more millennial in some ways than the rest of us. And I think one very millennial thing about you, Connor, is you're into sitcoms. like your whole, well, it's not that bad. It's just a difference in taste,
Yeah.
right? Like your whole life, you've like liked sitcoms, like How I Met Your Mother. I think you liked The Big Bang Theory at one point, which is like horrible, fucking horrible.
I don't think I don't think I like the
You were
Big
like
Bang Theory.
Buzzinga. You came to see like
Fuck you! I never said. I never.
Bazinga.
I didn't even.
Yeah.
When anyone said anything, I was always like, "Oh, I was like, Bazinga."
Yeah.
And it just, ruined
Oh
it-
yeah,
ruined
and you always
everything.
had that fucking Superman shirt, just
Oh
like in the show.
yeah, that's
I
unironically the
like
fact that you
Superman.
fucking wore a Superman shirt under your school uniform. Yeah, like we
I
had
had
a button-up
Superman
school
shirt,
uniform.
a Green Lantern t-shirt.
Oh,
fucking...
you're not helping
I had all of
yourself,
them.
man. That's just like I didn't just suck a dick. I sucked
guys
50. Like that's not doesn't make it better.
Well, we used to actually like comic books.
That is the most but yeah, I definitely anyway, putting Big Bang Theory aside, I definitely think that you guys, I mean, you really like sitcoms, and that's like a millennial thing, and I think it's something that Gen Z people like don't understand.
Yeah. Also, How I Met Your Mother has aged so bad. I was about to steal the day to you. You know, Barney from it.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
he's unbearable. Like if you knew someone like that, you would not want to be friends with them.
Well, yeah, like obviously remember like
Broco.
I'm just gonna say his name. Yeah, exactly. But
Say it,
like, and I remember. Do you remember? And like the band he would have, it was like Legend. Wait for it, Dairy.
It's just like some guy who's like, it's not even like super horny. Like it can be funny, but it's like almost like predatorial.
You know,
Yeah.
we all have that friend who,
It's
like,
creepy.
I mean, I don't really anymore, but definitely growing up, you'd have, like, a friend who just only fucking talks about girls, like, all the time. And it's
Yeah.
just, and he doesn't realize that it's really unlikable to be that guy. Like, no one wants to be that person where you're just, like, you're talking about, like, I don't know, you're waxing philosophically about Wittgenstein or some shit, and then there's some girl walks past and he's like, oh, yeah, I wouldn't mind fucking, like, giving her, you know, I wouldn't
Give
mind
an asshole a sniff.
yeah, I wouldn't
Fucking
mind acquainting the back of her throat with the tip of my dick, you know. I wouldn't mind the tip of my dick smelling like her fucking insides. And
So they're so creative, but only when it
Yeah.
comes to sexual
Yeah.
degenerate bullshit.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like I wouldn't mind making her know my dick like the back of her hand, like an old friend, you know. And you're
Mine's snorting her ass.
How do you come up with this stuff, man?
Oh, I've been up all night thinking of. I've got these lines. Like,
Yeah,
do
how
do
much
these-
time do you spend?
My notes app. It's just this.
yeah. Yeah. It's like I wouldn't mind having front row seats to her asshole. And yeah,
What?
it's
I don't know.
to look.
Look.
Yeah.
Just to look.
I bet you her asshole.
That's so
pristine.
much. Fuck, you know she shaves her ass. It's like, how? What?
Yeah.
What does that fucking mean,
So
man?
just like watching like damn. What was it? It's like a damn like. She's got like absolutely anyway, whatever.
Are you still
what
in
were we-
character?
yeah, what were we even talking about? Oh yeah. So that guy is like annoying, and I don't know, whatever. Yeah. So the point originally was that Connor's more millennial than me, and maybe you, Ben, as well, by the sounds of it. Where like he was into sitcoms, and I heard someone talking once about like the reason why millennial humor and the way millennials talk and their kind of whole like cultural, discourse is chuggy and doesn't make sense to Gen Z people is because it's a lot of it is still framed in like the TV medium where like you would say something and then you're like waiting for the laugh track or audience response because you were watching things in that kind of like TV setting.
Thor, what do you know?
Is he asleep?
No. I'm pretty sure he's dead.
Well, with Gen Z, we watch things like on TikTok or on our phones, right? This is not my insight. I stole this. I just can't remember their name. And they're saying like, so when you watch like a really fucking chuggy ass millennial like talking about something, and they're like, if you know, like, what did you say? Like chuckle fuck, and then there's this like kind of pause. Like a lot of it is still
Waiting for reaction.
It's like still framed in this kind of TV medium which we don't relate to. Like I didn't watch sitcoms growing up. I saw my dad watching them and stuff, but I never got like I was too young to watch them. Like 2.5 Men when that came out, I was like,
yeah.
But you didn't watch 2.5 Men.
I mean, I watched my
like,
dad watch it.
Doesn't count.
Yeah.
I watched my dad watch it, but I didn't. I remember being a kid and doing this like performative laugh where my dad would watch it and he'd be like, and I'd be like, ha ha ha, like pretending that I understood the joke.
Yeah, legit.
Yeah, I think like I just don't really like sitcoms in general. I don't find them funny. A lot of them are just people being like really bickery and kind of, like a lot of the people in the show, it's like dealing with, if like you knew someone like that in real life, it would be insufferable. Like someone who's just like self-centered and arguing and bickering and just like, why should I bring a gift? Shit like that. You'd be like, fuck you, you suck, But then if you just have a whole fucking show of people like that, it's funny. Yeah. So that's definitely like a way that I think Connor's like more millennial than the rest of us. Yeah, I mean, I would actually argue that you're the most chuggy out of the three of us.
I would also agree with that. Maybe not now, but even music taste.
Yeah, for sure. Chuggy as fuck. I think
clothing. I mean, not now at all. But back then, it was like skinny jeans, straight hair.
Yeah, no one
Alex
knows who
Polly
you
t-shirt.
are. So when you say music, you have to elaborate because people aren't going to be like, "Oh yeah, I agree with
not.
that. I agree."
Yeah, just
Tupac.
take my word for it. No, like the Beatles.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think just like thinking England was cool was this
Like
weird
glorifying
thing.
England.
Yeah, it only
I'm
lasted like
English.
but it only lasted like 5 years, I want to say, where just like people thought it was cool to be English in like the early 2010s and the late 2000s, and you had a lot of those emo bands doing like for like teenage girls, like scene kid bands doing like fake English accents in their songs and stuff.
Well, we know someone in our group that I no point saying his name, but he did a English accent for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, like when we were growing up.
I'm English though. And it's like,
it's like,
you're
you
not,
bellend.
You've never been to England.
Yeah. I mean, he
Oh.
wasn't doing like a working class accent. He was trying to do like a
No, it's like whenever he remembered to do it. he'd
yeah.
do
So
it.
just to
That's
go,
right.
just to explain more, like this is a guy we knew in high school who did for 2 weeks decided he was English because this was like cool back then, and he would just go around being like, I'm Jason Statham and I'm here to fucking transport you because I don't know. Look,
I just
I'm
think
not
he'd
dealing
look
with any of that shite. No, but the type of accent was like the one that he could probably guess women found attractive, where it's like Edward Cullen type of shit. I remember the time we were in maths class, and he's like, "Look, miss, I haven't done my fucking homework yet, and if you make me stay back, this will not end well for you." Yeah.
Did it work?
Yeah, I'll leave immediately, miss. I'm sorry.
No, you'll stay back.
Yeah.
Well,
With Connor, the whole like being into England, even if you are English, is just like a chuggy millennial thing to do. Where thinking like the Beatles is cool.
I still think it's worth
Well-
the distinction though.
But the whole like I was born in the wrong generation thing started then. Like that was like YouTube comments where people typed that and didn't get made fun of or like say it ironically were like in those years of like 2010, 2011, 20 like when we like when millennials were growing up and they were like going on a Beatles song and commenting that.
Yeah, I mean, I never did that, but like,
to be fair though, like when it comes to like the love of all things British, it was all of the British people in our year that were doing that. They was
Yeah,
they
but it's
were the
also,
people.
like-
it was literally just Connor and
So
Stop
who was,
fucking
you have to
saying full
explain those
names, you
people for the
motherfucker.
audience. Can you just like tell us?
I don't have to. They don't need
Tell
to
us,
know those
can
people.
you just tell
I'm
us a bit about like maybe the address, like a, you know, phone
a bit
number?
of aroma, yeah.
Yeah. How-
All you need to know is that they were British and they loved it.
Yeah, you gotta stop saying full
That was their
names.
personality.
Imagine if this whole thing is just us talking shit about people we grew up with. I had another No Nut November song I made.
Yeah.
Do you want to watch it?
Oh my god. Yes.
Okay, so this one, Linkin Park again. Like the kind of theme here is just the real vision I had was to just take Linkin Park songs and turn them into songs about jerking off.
Why is my dick so sore today? I already came 10 times today. I lost my 2 kids today. Jerking off is all I got left. I don't know who caught me first or how they finally knew. But I know that my wife saw the shit I was craning my dick to. I'm talking about midget porn, saw the inflation porn I drawn. Ain't no scenes, assholes that were torn. Child porn, star newborn. So you know that when the judge asked me to plea, I looked right at my kids and smiled and said that I'm guilty.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good. It kind of emphasizes the storytelling aspect a bit more, like the idea of him like being in the courtroom and they're saying that you were like jerking off to like inflation porn that you were drawn and child porn starring newborns. And then they ask, how do you plea? And he turns around and like looks at his kid in the eyes and says he's guilty while like looking at his kid in the eyes.
You're really dialing into like the storytelling aspect. It's good.
Yeah, like really breaks my heart.
Again, yeah, I don't know. Where's your Linkin Park jerking off
Fucking
parody?
so insecure. We said it was good.
Well, you didn't immediately say it was fantastic and laugh at it, and that you took that little 2 seconds there was just
I was
the biggest.
waiting for you to
That was a
finish
giant
talking.
fuck you to me. Okay, you took too long. All right.
I was
You
waiting-
should have
I literally
fucking said it straight
the
away.
second you finished, I said, yeah, I should have said, don't stop. This is perfect.
Exactly right. Okay.
It was just the Discord delay.
Yeah, it's-
Yeah. Anyway, I'm not getting anything from these. There's no point showing it. I just thought, like, I spent all day writing it and I just fucking recorded it in my car in a dusty
Is
car
this
park.
again with this one? It was a dusty car park.
Yeah, of course. I mean, where else am I going to do it? Like, I'm not going to fucking like do it at work. I have to write it at work and then record it in the car park. Okay, that's the fucking MO. And then I'm just going to do all that and then come and you give me and you don't say it's great immediately. You wait 3 seconds.
I'm like hiding this from my girlfriend so she doesn't think I'm gay. I'm what?
Yeah, you can't do it at work. You can't do it at home. You got to do it in the
I'm
car.
a marginalized group.
Yeah, and you're gonna not say it's great immediately. You're gonna wait a bit. Like fuck you. God damn it, Connor.
I think I'm gonna have to wrap this
Yeah,
up
no
pretty
worries.
soon.